Blog Talk Radio.
London, and that's with celebrities, and I'm going to be giving a talk and everything. And then I'm going to the premiere of the first Anglo-Russian co-production in 10 years. It's called Season of Mists. And of course, the London Burlesque Week is back, so I'm very excited about that because I'm going to be opening gala night, and it's going to happen in this big boat or something on the Thames River.
Wow.
So I'm very, very, very excited about that. And in terms of my own project, the Socialite Evenings has to go to the next level. The book has to be finished.
Right.
I really want to go and see my mum again because she keeps complaining that I haven't seen her for a long time.
Okay.
And that's like a job, going and seeing mum.
Oh,
it's
sure,
a really
sure.
arduous task.
Right.
Yes, and I felt, basically I want to make, there's so many things coming up on the table. Oh, and I have also been offered my own show on Break London Radio.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm going to take that, but that's going to eat up into my time.
Yes.
And then I've also been approached by Dirty Loves, which is a web channel and a magazine, and it's a new magazine. They want me to be their presenter and columnist. So there's tons of stuff coming, including a reality series, a possible reality series to be commissioned with a TV company here. And then I've also auditioned for another reality series on ITV. So hopefully all these things will progress.
Okay.
But the thing is, in a way, I like the fact that being, the working socialite, you can do several things.
Sure.
In a way, I think, should I cut back somewhere? Because I work every day, 24/7.
Right.
And I need to probably have a little break,
Well, I don't know. You seem I couldn't even list if I was taking notes. My hand would be tired of all the things you're doing. So we'll run out of time, and I just want to thank you so much for this half hour flew by. It was 30 minutes, and we
God, I can't believe it. 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, it flew by again. So I want to thank you very much for coming on the show, my first international show. I want everyone to know that www.blogtalkradio.com/Stonewall Live, which this is how you're finding me, is part of the Stonewall National Museum and Archive in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I'm going to ask Emmanuel on an email later to send us a picture of himself and a memento from one of his shows, and we're going to put it in our archive, and it'll be kept here forever in the history of the gay world.
You. Oh, my God, I'm going to be part of gay history.
Forever. We have a vault with 40 tons of gay work in there. Anyway.
LGBT history. I am so happy. I'm so proud.
Actually,
I feel so good today, purely because of this is an iconic moment.
This is huge. This is huge, and I've got to get it going.
Stonewall Live, wow.
Okay, listen, I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you so much for being my guest today. Thank you,
You're
Emmanuel.
welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure, and the pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good afternoon from Fort Lauderdale and good evening to the United Kingdom. This is our first international broadcast for Stonewall Live, and I'll be talking with Emmanuel Ray, who the BBC called Britain's first It Boy. The interview is incredible. I just want to go ahead and get it started, so let's go. Hey, Emmanuel, this is Nate Clarfeld from Stonewall Live. How are you doing today?
I'm quite happy to be part of the first international broadcast.
I am excited. We've had such a great time with you and just to get acquainted, and ever since then I've been just so excited to do this interview live.
Me too. I've been telling everybody.
Me too. Okay. Well, I have been pushing you and promoting you as a written first It Boy. So before we get started, you give us a little bit of information on what is an It Boy.
Well, I guess, if you look at the, apparently the Oxford English Dictionary talks about it girls, and Wikipedia as well, it girls and it boys. They say it's usually, a charming, sexy young person whose achievements are not linked to, whose fame is not exactly linked to their achievements, and that their career is very short-lived, and they're usually popular for being popular and for being photographed at parties and stuff like that. But I think I've kind of brought a new meaning to the term it's boy, it's girl, or even socialite. And I'm very kind of happy that someone's mentioned it on the page for socialites or on Wikipedia. Because I think in order to be a socialite these days, it depends on what you do. You can work for a living. You don't have to come from a wealthy background anymore to be considered a socialite. You can create your own brand, and you can also use your skills, your social skills, to work on your career. So basically, I've made a career out of just being a socialite. going to parties, being photographed, and then, with that comes the fashion side. You wear different designers, you promote different brands, and I looked at it from a total business angle, and it worked. So I think today's definition for its boy or its girl would probably, I would say, is a charming, young, sexy person, or you don't even have to be young anymore, for this age, who actually works for a living and achieves their goals through perseverance and building successful partnerships and, having complete faith in themselves.
Right. Well, let me give you a bit of background on Emmanuel before we get going. He was born in Sri Lanka, and at age 15, a professional photographer spotted him on the beach and photographed him for an art exhibition, and everything just blew up after that. The pictures appeared in a German magazine, paved the way to a modeling career. He went on to secure photo shoots all over the world, actually, Middle East, Asia, and Europe, and then landed in London, where he started in the fashion business, first in the modeling business, then in the fashion business. And we're going to be talking, hopefully, because I think this is the most exciting part of Emmanuel's life, are his socialite evenings, his networking, very chic. I've been looking at them online for weeks. I want to come over them, but I have to get all new clothes.
I know. I'm just so. I just love the socialite evenings events, even if I say so myself.
Right.
It's just that it makes me so happy that I wish I could do one every week.
Right. Well, tell people how many people you've had at your networking socialite evening. Events are not; they're more like explosion happenings. But go ahead and talk about them.
So basically, socialite evenings started off as a small gathering for friends in March 2009, when a little bar called Kumo in Knightsbridge, London, a very fashionable area. They invited me to do a little party there, so I invited my friends, and there were 30 people at the beginning. This was just before I started, and I was just starting out, as a socialite, as a presenter as well. So they started telling others. It was picked up by the press, and suddenly there were more and more people interested, and we started getting calls from various venues, various new bars, also established venues, hotels, asking me, would you like to host a socialite evenings here? I was quite overwhelmed. I was quite surprised and even shocked that people would come to us, because it's a tiny event that started on my own. No partners, no sponsors, nothing. So I still haven't found out why it became so popular so soon.
I think
and then I've been asked to do events in various places. I've done huge events at the Millennium Hotel in Mayfair, Millennium Hotel in Knightsbridge. I've done events at the BBC TV Centre together with my then agent. So basically, socialite evenings is a social gathering for successful professionals from a variety of businesses who are either in London or nearby or happen to be in London at the same time that the event happens. And it's also all the contacts I have made, all the people I have met, people I've worked with from every possible industry. So we have representatives from very large companies, blue chip companies. We have lots of people from the corporate sector, and they mingle with the fashion people, the film people, people from art and culture and literature, and it's just never ending. If you mention any profession, 9 chances out of 10 we will have someone in the network who falls into that category. So I went to several networking events as well, because when you start off in this business, you need to make contacts. And I realized that they all lacked one thing. There were always people who find it difficult to approach others. There were always people who felt left out. And none of them, not even one, seemed to offer a personalized service. So I made sure I offered a personalized service, whereas I meet and greet every guest in person and make sure they're welcome, they're introduced to others. So this trend started catching up, and more people started coming, bringing their friends. And then we also have fun activities. Say, on one evening, it could be focused on fashion and beauty. So you can have a manicure, you can have your portrait taken, you can have your portrait sketched, you can look at fashion designs, clothes, all that stuff happens. And it's all free. You just buy the ticket, and you get all to enjoy all this for free. Some of the events are totally free to attend. And then on another evening, we'll have a change. Say, we'll have a mystique evening. So you'll have magicians, tarot card readers, all this stuff happens, fortune tellers. So people love the fact that it's so unpredictable. Every month we have something different. I do big events, sometimes we do small events, like when a bar or a new cafe or even a new hotel, anybody who calls and tells me, would you like to host a socialite evenings here? Then I would tailor the event to suit their space and host something there. And with the event organizer, Ray Clark from Crimson Edge Events, and then the few hosts who work with me, it's going very well, and it's I guess it's getting bigger now.
Well, you know what? My theory of why